what's going to happen is we have multiple options here. When I click on table or I click on pictures and shapes, I'm going to get a whole bunch of different options. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cover the brief introduction of some of these things, and then we're going to spend more specific time on tables and pictures on another video. All right, so here we go. Insert tab. We had the home tab in the last videos, and you can see how the home tab has all these different sections, and inside the insert tab we have that as well. And so hopefully what we're going to do here is cover some things that you will use all the time, some things you will use most of the time, and probably some things you will use very rarely, but still some important things to look at and recognize. First one we're going to be looking at is the cover page option here. This is simply put a cover for your paper. Like how a book has its cover, this is going to be one for your paper. Some colleges, some high schools, not Faith Christian Academy, but some high schools do want a specific type of cover page. And so that would be something you would have to develop on there. And when we talk about our cursor and we talk about some different things on this section right here, blank page, so where I have my cursor is going to insert a complete blank page after that, where that cursor is. And then the same thing for page break, except it's just going to go to the exact next page. I am not real familiar with these. I don't use these things right here. A hyperlink is basically you saying, I want to link my document or my name or this word, whatever it is, with something else. In the hyperlink, you can not only just do web pages, you can also, if you're connected to a certain drive, you can open up specific documents. And so I could get specific documents or specific parts of my document into here with this. So if I wanted to just put in here, let's just say for instance www.espn.go.com, that is ESPN's website, and I click OK. Anytime somebody finds this, that'll change the font color. It will put an underline. It will underline it. And if I push Control and click on it, okay. Obviously, it cannot open it because I'm not connected to the internet right now. But you get the idea that it would actually open up to that website. Comments, we're going to talk about comments when we get to the review section. Headers, footers, and page numbers. Most every English teacher wants you to have a page number of some sort. And so what we're going to do here, let me get my selection here. Okay. When I click on page number, there's a bunch of different options here that I have. Top of the page, plain, and you can change the different things that are going on here. So once I get actually into the footer or the header, it actually takes me to another conditional tab, and I can change the different options that I have. So page numbers, again, dates, times, all those things that go into there. And we'll talk more about those later. Okay, so we're still on insert. Text box. Different than writing in a regular Microsoft Word fashion, this allows you to put your text anywhere you want it to. Okay, so this is a dinosaur. And we're going to put it over here by this guy, but notice how we can't get it next to him. Okay, what we find is this guy here, when we click on the format, okay, he is in line with text. If I was to click, let's say, behind text or in front, you can find a lot more things around him, but I'm going to go ahead and click that one. And you can see he's still in front of it, but I'm going to click that right over there. You can drag it, put it anywhere. You can, again, picture tools, change the format of everything. Let's see here, sorry, it's a different format. Change to everything that is very similar to the home option. Okay, so back to insert. Drop caps is a fun thing to look at. This is a fun thing here. And what drop caps does is basically makes the first letter or the first word really big. Let me get rid of some of this stuff here so we can see it. Okay, and let's see here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to select, see, it changes to a couple of different options. We're going to go dropped and I'm going to go 7 lines. Click OK, and you can see how much bigger it makes that letter. All right, so that was insert. I know it was a bunch of stuff kind of wrapped into one. The very last thing that we need to put on here is word art. Word art is just a fancy way of making something. And when you click on it, it brings up the drawing tools format. And let's see here. There we go. You have pretty much created. Again, now I'm clicking over here. I'm clicking all around it. I'm not getting it. But once I click on it, that format, that conditional tab opens. I click on that and I can change a number of different things. I can change the outline, the fill, meaning what's behind it. I can change different aspects of the outline, how it's shaped, where the text is aligned, middle, top, bottom. That's if I have a really big one. Is it in front of everything? Is it behind everything? Is it centered? Just like we talked about the table, just like we talked about all the other options that we had here. Now, when I talk about create a link, this is pretty much the same option as creating a hyperlink, but instead of a hyperlink with just a word, it is the entire word art. So with that said, we've covered everything we need to in the insert page, and good luck.